Hello friends, welcome back to this online guide classes. I hope and pray that you all are doing very well by God's grace. In this video, we are going to study the next lesson, that is second lesson, population dynamics. Hope you all have understood the previous lesson, what I've uploaded. Please like this channel, subscribe to this channel so that I can bring many more videos to all of you. What is the meaning of population? The definition is mentioned over there, my dear friends. The total number of people in the sense all over the world living in an area of land on the entire universe is known as population. So dynamics is nothing but actively changing. So if you add together these two sentences, the total number of people actively changing in an area of land is known as population dynamics. People are a nation's greatest resource. Just imagine if there are no people on this earth, how the life would have been. It is the people with their skills and abilities that turn them into resource. Hence, human resource is a ultimate resource. So humanity or human people are the ultimate resources. They convert natural resources into necessary resources. Please remember, what are called as natural resources, you all know. What are called as necessary resources, you all know. Human survival are known as natural resources. So those natural resources are converting by whom? It is by the people. Yes, there are so many other things are played in this, but it is ultimately it is the people who are converting these natural resources into necessary resources. So healthy and educated and motivated people develop resources as per their requirements. Now, so many small scale industries are there, large scale industries are there, cottage industries are there. So according to the requirements of common person and according to his ability or according to his healthy in the sense wealth and education and motivation, so they are developing and they are using the natural resources for the development of necessary resources for the humanity purpose. Human resources are not equally distributed all over the world. So like how other resources are distributed all over the world, humanity or human resources are not equally distributed all over the world. So these are the points that we are going to discuss in the continuation of the lesson. Let us all study. The first one is we are going to describe the factors affecting the population of a place, and we are going to identify over and underpopulated countries in the world, and we are going to analyze the impact of over and underpopulation on society. Interpret means explanation of a population pyramid showing composition of the population on the basis of age and sex, how in the sense male and female according to their age, right? So all these points we are going to discuss in this continuation of this lesson. Let's move on to the lesson, my dear friends. So as you can see over here, the people or the human resource of the country are considered as the most important among all the resources that are available. Humanity or the people are considered as the most important and significant resources. As I told you in the beginning, without human beings, will there be any meaning for this? So I don't think so. So all the economic activities in the country revolve around the people. Please remember, all the activity, what are called as economic activities, by the way. Economic activities includes activities that are making, providing, producing, purchasing, selling, everything. Selling of goods and services, everything that include that deals with money or that deals with the development, all includes in this economic activities in a country revolve around the people. Please remember, revolve around the people. The population or the people of the country are the creators. What do you mean of creators, by the way? Creators are also known as inventors, and at the same time the creators, they produce, or sometimes they take the help of producers, the one who invests. Producers are also known as inventors or investors. Okay, they produce on the creators or the inventors, and they manufacture the products, and at the same time the same producers, they take the products and they supply to the consumers. This is how the life cycle moves on. The population or the human resource of any country is a driving force in its progress. So the population are also known as human resource, are also known as people. So they are the main reasons for the progress, or the progress for any country, for the development of any country. It is a population, or it is a human resource, or it is a people who drives the nation to the progress. Hence, human resource is the ultimate resource. So among all the resources, whatever is available, humanity plays a vital role in leading or in development of anything. Hope you all have understood this particular paragraph. Let's move on to the next one. Distribution of population is nothing but people are spreading across the earth's surface is known as distribution of population or pattern of the population of distribution. So it has two meanings. One is distribution of population and the other one is pattern of population distribution. So these both consist of same meaning. And this meaning you please understand. Population are spreading across the earth's surface is known as distribution of population. Distributing to the entire universe, that is known as distribution of population. Please remember this point. The distribution of population depends upon natural, geographical and economic environment. Okay, even the geographical locations are also included, landforms, and economic activity depends on the progress or development of his own self. For to remove the poverty of his wellness, he might migrate to different parts of the world. So that comes under economic environment. So the distribution of population depends on these three things: natural, geographical, and economic environment. So there are 5 factors are there which are affecting the distribution of population. The first one is topography, second one is climate, third one is soils, minerals, and fifth one is economic factor. We have discussed about the distribution of population meaning, and we have also discussed about how the distribution of population depends on. It depends on 3 things: natural, geographical, and economic environment. And what are the factors that are distributing the population? There are 5 factors are there. Because of these 5 factors, the population is distributed to different parts of the world. Right? We are going to study all these factors that are involved for the distribution of population. The first one is, you all can see here, the first one is topography. Now topography plays a vital role in distributing the population to different parts of the world. Why people are migrating to different parts of the world? Let us all understand. Topography plays a vital role. Mountains and plateaus do not have a high density of population due to lack of basic facilities. So here, as you see, what do you mean of topography by the landforms? In mountains and plateaus, density of population is very less. Why? Because most of the mountains and plateaus have lot of problems. Why? What are the reasons? What are the problems that they face? Due to climatical conditions, lack of cultivable land, lack of transportation, and lack of communication facilities, people migrate from one place to the other place. So most of the people, they don't live on the plateaus and mountains because of these reasons. Hope you all have understood. The second point is plains such as Ganga Brahmaputra in India, Wango, Changjiang in China, okay, Nile in Egypt are densely populated. So in the other places, or in the other side, in the plains, most of the population is thickly populated, densely populated. Densely is nothing but thickly populated. Why? What is the reason over here? Because these plains are formed by the rivers. Rivers makes the plains. It is because of the rivers these plains are formed. So these plains are very fertile lands, and it is very helpful for the human survival to prosper and to produce. Are you all understanding? So, and at the same time, these plains makes the land plains having a very fertile land. So due to that reason, people move on to the plains. So if you see on mountains and plateaus, you will find very low density of population. They do not have high density of population, wherein which in plains they have dense population. That means high density of population. Here in mountains and plateaus, you will find very less populated people, and wherein which in plains and plateaus, or in plains, you will find high density people, high populated people, or more populated people. Factors affecting distribution of population, that is climate. Now climate has a direct influence on human beings. How areas having very high temperature and very low temperature are unfit for habitation. What do you mean of habitation? Is not the right place to survive for the human prosperity or for human growth. And rainfall also affects distribution of population. So wherever heavy rainfall is there, you will find very less population. And dry areas have sparse population, wherein which if you see dry areas, mostly in deserted areas, you will find very less population, whereas high good rainfall have densely populated. So if you see here, dry areas have very less population, whereas having good rainfall have dense population. So by this one we can understand most of the people, they migrate to the place where they have good amount of or good climatic conditions. Climate also plays a vital role in distribution and population. Let's go to the next topic, that is, let's go to the next point, that is third one is soils. Now how soils are affecting the distribution of population. All the fertile plains have high density of population. Okay, all the fertile plains, they have high density, more population will be there. Now let me give you some examples of high density of population. If you see the Ganga Brahmaputra basin, most like the cities, most of the cities are located on this Ganga Brahmaputra basin. For example, Calcutta, uh, for example, Calcutta, Allahabad, Kanpur, Varanasi, Lucknow, Patna. These are the places where you find highly thickly populated areas. These are the thickly, here you find most of the cities are developed, most of the cities are grown. So high density fertile plains have very high density of population. And the second point is plains form the base for high agricultural productivity. Plains form the base for high agricultural productivity. So it is because of the on the plains itself you find the agricultural production, and where you find high agricultural production, you find high amount of crops grown only in the plains, not in the mountains or not in the plateaus. Density of Ganga Brahmaputra delta is very high due to the fertile soil. As I told you, the cities names, so in that region you find very high fertile soil. Due to this reason people migrate to different parts in that places, right? So if you see apart from this one, even you see different cities, metro cities, metropolitan cities, or other big cities, wherever you find big cities, there you find highly populated areas. Why? Because most of the cities are located on the banks of the rivers. Please remember, my dear friends. The next one is minerals. Now how minerals affects the distribution of population. The availability of minerals in a region also affects human population. Please remember, the availability of minerals in the region also affects the human population. Now there are so many minerals that are available according to the area. So areas rich in minerals have high density of population. Wherever area minerals are available in high, their density of population will be very high. For example, northwestern Europe has high density of population due to availability of minerals and location of industry. So if you see this particular location, you find high density of population. Why? Because here you find areas which are having very rich minerals are available. So that's why here high density of population is available. Right? They migrate to this type of places in search of jobs, in search of their family growth. So these minerals also plays a vital role in distribution of population. Hope you all have understood. Economic factor. So this economic factor also affects in the distribution of population. How? Development of industries. Wherever industries are available, there the population they migrate to that particular place. Technological developments, urbanization, they mostly like from villages to towns they migrate. From towns they migrate to cities. From cities they migrate to skyscrapers locations. So this urbanization, means of transportation and communication have direct impact on the density of population. So mostly like in cities you see thickly, most of the cities are thickly populated. Why? You find in why? Because in the cities you will find density of development of industries, technological developments will be there, and where means of transportation is it is easily available, and at the same time communication is also very easily available. So due to these reasons, most of these cities have high density of population. So industries attract large number of workers, which results in the increase of population. So in urbanization you will find all the development. So due to that reasons, people migrate, the workers they come and settle and work in that particular area. So most of the industrial countries of the world are densely populated. So if you see, all the industrial countries of the world are densely populated. What are the examples? Like northeastern USA, northwestern USA, Europe, and these are some of the locations, or these are some of the places where high density of population is located. Hope you all have understood the 5 factors of distribution of population. If at all, if you come across any doubts, please do comment in the comment box, my dear friends.